Hello, my name is Jessica of Explore Style, and here on YouTube I make videos about affordable fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and travel. And today we are exploring Ibiza. This is the last stop here on our Virgin Voyages cruise on the Valiant Lady. I'm just so excited to get into Ibiza and explore. This is a place I've always wanted to go. Never thought I'd ever make it here, and here I am. So we docked a little bit over 2 hours ago, I want to say. Dolled up and ready to go ashore to grab some dinner. We're going to try to hit up a nightclub tonight because, of course, if you're in Ibiza, that's what they're known for, right? Tomorrow we're going to try and do a little daytime exploring. So we have an overnight stay here in Ibiza, which is so nice because, of course, Ibiza is all about the nightlife. So it's really cool that on Virgin Voyages you get to stay overnight and experience that aspect of Ibiza rather than having to get back on the ship and leave by the evening. So we're gonna meet up with our cruise friends that we have recently met here on the ship to go out and get some dinner and to see where the night takes us. So
when you dock in Ibiza, they will have shuttle buses to take you into the main port area of town, and from there you can walk, and there's so many different cafes and restaurants and places to explore. Since the goal was to go out to a club that night, we really wanted to pace ourselves and chill. Ibiza doesn't really start to get kicking until like midnight almost, so we had some time to kill. We found this cute little cafe and got a carafe of sangria to get the night started. Cheers, guys. Cheers! Without much of a game plan, we sort of wandered around the streets of Ibiza town. It definitely has a very boho artsy feel to it, as Ibiza became very popular with artists who moved here in the 60s, and you'll get that sort of hippie vibe all over the island.
we're gonna get ready for night in Ibiza. Cheers! Okay, alright, well, I'm awake now.
After doing a little bar hopping, we kept wandering around Ibiza town and stumbled upon this tapas restaurant. Decided to grab a late dinner because you need sustenance before a night in the club. What is happening? After dinner, we walked over to the taxi line to grab a cab to head to the club. Most of the clubs are here in Ibiza town and also in San Antonio, which is about a 20-minute cab ride from this area. So we decided to check out Ibiza's oldest nightclub, Pacha, which is world famous. They now have several locations all over the world. Managed to wake up the next morning feeling refreshed and not at all hungover. I am winning Ibiza right now. Of course, there's so much more to experience in Ibiza than just the nightlife. So we set out to check out Dalt Vila, which is the high town or the old medieval town in Ibiza.
It is our second day in Ibiza, going out for a couple hours to explore the old city, hike up and get an amazing view of the port. Once again, making Nate climb up high things. What can I say? I like a good view. got these cherries everywhere.
FYI, the cherries are the symbol of Pacha, the club we were at the night before. If you wanted to get a souvenir, something very Ibiza, you could stop in this store and get yourself something. A lot of the shops around town will have these boards with the different clubs and who is DJing at them each night, so you can sort of see the ticket prices and who's playing. Like I mentioned before, Ibiza definitely has a boho artsy vibe, and the shops in this part of town are a mecca for anyone who is into boho fashion. There was just so many cute handmade goods here. You could go crazy shopping. I definitely was very tempted.
The climb begins. Really cool old walled city. Definitely giving me Game of Thrones vibes. It's already pretty warm out here, so we can find some water.
This area, known as Dalt Vila, was first populated in the Phoenician era, and the walls of the city were built for the first time in the 5th century in order to fight against pirate attacks. This area is mostly residential, but you'll find little shops, cafes, and boutiques and restaurants all sort of sprinkled in.
So beautiful up here. We're getting closer. Oh look, babe, there's a place for sale. You want to get it?
We didn't really use a map. We just sort of wandered along the streets and kept moving upwards as our goal was to make it to the top, to the castle and the cathedral.
Feels nice. This is a steep tunnel. That's only a good shortcut. I thought we were gonna have to go around more, but getting our cardio in today. There's our ship.
Not even quite at the top yet, and the views are already worth the cardio workout.
Have a little bit more of a ways to go.
Let's go.
Everyone that I read online said that this climb is worth the view. So we're about to see if they're right. If you're here doing this in the summer, wear your sunscreen, wear a hat, bring some water. We forgot our water because there's not a lot of shade here. And it's pretty warm. Made it to the top. It's really breezy up here. Actually feels crazy levels here.
Of course, you can't come all the way up here and not check out the cathedral. I'm not going to try to say its full name in Spanish, but it translates to Cathedral of Our Lady of the Snows, which I think is very beautiful. The interior is in a beautiful, ornate Gothic style, and the walls and ceiling are whitewashed, much like many of the homes and buildings that you see throughout Ibiza.
The tower. Now we deserve a spritz.
If you find yourself thirsty after a long journey into Dalt Vila, this spot is directly at the bottom of the walkway, and so it is so easy to pop in and get a nice refreshment after an afternoon of exploring.
Oh, gracias. Delicioso.
I couldn't not do a little vintage shopping while I was here, and I always like to grab a vintage scarf as a souvenir on my travels, so mission accomplished, I found a cute one.
Oh, my god, it is so bright out here, but just wanted to pop back on here. I am back on my balcony on the Valiant Lady, and we are sailing back to Barcelona. We left Ibiza maybe a couple hours ago, and it was so much fun. I'm so glad that I got to cross Ibiza on my bucket list. I hope I get to come back again someday, because I really feel like we barely scratched the surface. I feel like with cruises, it's sort of like a little bit of a teaser, if you will. Like, you kind of get to go to all these different destinations, but only for a short period of time, and it's really hard to sort of fully experience them, obviously, because of the time constraint. And especially with Ibiza, like, things are a little bit more spread out than I anticipated on the island. A lot of the things that I kind of had wanted to do were not really that close to the port area, so getting there logistically would have been hard, making sure that we got back in time for the ship. So unfortunately, I didn't get to do everything that I wanted to do, but hopefully this video helped you to sort of find some other ideas. And I'm going to put in some more things that I think would be fun to do in Ibiza. I would suggest trying if you have the time or you want to plan it out and give yourself enough time while you're in port to do them. So here are my other suggestions for Ibiza.
So of course, Ibiza is known for their beaches. There's a couple that are close to Ibiza town, like Playa de Eivissa. Hope I'm saying that right, but this is a beautiful beach that has some great places to relax. You could find some chill day clubs with some nice music and some fun bars. It also has an insane nightlife scene with some great clubs. You could also check out Talamanca Beach, which is very close to the port area, and it's known to be a lot more quiet and chill. If you're into boho fashion, there are several hippie markets, or I would say kind of like flea markets, where people sell handmade goods that are just in this very boho style. I'll link a blog post below that has some information on the various ones and when they happen. I have a couple excursion ideas via Get Your Guide, so they're perfect for whether or not you're on this cruise, a similar one, or just visiting the island in general. The first of which is taking an all-inclusive boat tour to Formentera Island. This is off the coast and is supposed to be otherworldly and almost tropical, feeling like you're in the Caribbean with these turquoise clear waters. On board this floating day club with day beds and lounge chairs, complete with paddle boards for you to play in when you get to Formentera. It includes drinks, food, and is a 9-hour tour. You can also take a 4-hour cruise to Vedra, which is this huge limestone cliff formation off the coast. This leaves from San Antonio, so if you're taking this cruise or if you're staying in Ibiza town, you will have to take a bus or a cab to San Antonio to catch this cruise. But this is supposed to be a spectacular thing to see in Ibiza as well. If you're looking for more excursion ideas in Ibiza, make sure to check the description box below, because I will have more linked down there.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because I have so much more travel content coming your way. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye!